The Los Angeles Clippers are down astronomically bad right now. I mean, this team is cooked. Clippers get absolutely embarrassed by the Miami Heat as they see their former big-time player, Norman Powell, light them up. Powell, he got sweet revenge in this one, 30 points as the Clippers lose 140 to 123. But the final score was not an indication of how truly bad this was for the Clippers, who have now lost 5 straight games. They are 5-16 on the season, and they're 13th in the Western Conference. The Heat went on a 32-4 run in the second quarter to completely bust this game wide open. They're up 76-56 at the half. And then if that wasn't embarrassing enough, Ty Lue benched his entire starting lineup with 10:34 remaining in the third quarter, and the Clippers down 29. At one point, the Clippers were down 100-64. It is crazy how their season has completely fallen apart as quickly as it has. Kawhi Leonard basically calling out his teammates the other day, saying we need more talent. James Harden overall, has been doing whatever he can to put this team on his back. Kawhi Leonard, the lone bright spot in this one, he did have a very nice game, and he has had now 3 straight solid games in a row. And he's a plus 15 in those games. But the Clippers have lost all of them. So Kawhi is putting up big numbers, and the Clippers are still losing. We are entering that very, very dangerous territory. The territory that I'm sure a lot of basketball fans are well aware of. The Los Angeles Clippers might actually be a bottom tier team. This team might be destined for the bottom of the standings and for the top of the NBA draft lottery. And we know this team just can't embrace it. We know this team just can't blow it up, trade away guys, get as bad as they can, and then benefit off of that by getting a top pick. No, because the Clippers got to give away their 2026 first round pick to the 20-1 OKC Thunder, dating back to arguably the worst trade of all time, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trade. It's funny, we all talk about Luka being the worst trade of all time. The more that this Clippers trade is playing out and what it can still become, it might just be that one. Because that is the worst part about this Clippers team right now, is they can't just pack it in. They can't just tank. They can't just say, okay, to hell with this, we're starting over. No, because if they bottom out, and if they get worse than this, it is only going to benefit the Thunder, who legitimately now can not only break the 73-9 Warriors record, go on to repeat, but they could actually claim a top 5, top 3 pick at the end of this season in a generational 2026 NBA draft, all thanks to the Clippers. So that is what the Clippers are facing right now. They're not just being embarrassed. They're not just losing these games. They're not just watching a lost season right before their very eyes, but they're literally going to be responsible for adding to a dynasty that is then going to become beyond unstoppable for the rest of the NBA. It's like this, the Clippers need the support of everybody at this point, because they need to save themselves, which in turn is going to save the NBA from seeing the Thunder, who are already on the verge of becoming a dynasty, get another top player in a very good draft. So that is the reality right now. And I know people want to poke fun and they want to just bash this Clippers team. It's easy to do that, but it's just sad, man. It really is sad to see what this franchise has become and to see this franchise disintegrate over the years. And look, this is coming from a Raptors fan who was very pissed off when Kawhi Leonard left that championship team in 2019 to join the Clippers. But Kawhi has always been my favorite player because of what he did for that Raptors team to help them win their first ever championship. So I actually wanted to see Kawhi and this Clippers team have success. If you have been following this channel for a while, you know I was the guy who was picking the Clippers many years ago to go on to win the championship. I was one of the few people who actually believed in this team. And I did give them the benefit of the doubt going into this season. I knew it was going to be tough just because of their aging roster, and they were banking on a lot of good things to happen. But just to see how bad things have gone for this franchise, not coming close to an NBA Finals. I know they had that one conference finals appearance, but that was it. Decimated by injuries, Kawhi Leonard in particular. And now their future compromised, and them feeding into a dynasty, and them being the laughing stock. Like, it is just crazy and downright sad what this franchise has become. Because this was a team that was supposed to win at least one championship by this point. They not only have not come close to reaching that mark, but they have completely destroyed its current version of itself and its future version of itself. So it is very tough to now suggest where the hell do the Clippers go from here. Because with all these losses piling up, it is going to be awfully tough for them to save themselves and to get back into a position where they could, get into the play and make it interesting, because we know the Western Conference is very tough. So you can see it. The confidence has been lost. It's in the players' demeanor. And the thing is, they got to keep pushing forward. They can't just stop playing and lose the rest of the way, because they're only going to help the Thunder. So I expect the Clippers to be desperate. Are they able to orchestrate something around the trade deadline? I know Bill Simmons had a crazy 3-team trade idea for the Clippers. They're going to have to get creative to do something to upgrade this roster, to bolster their roster, because this is not a good team at all right now. You went all in on the idea that you were going to replace Norman Powell with Bradley Beal. Then Beal goes down for the season. Brook Lopez, you brought him in with high hopes. He has looked old. Chris Paul already said he's retiring after the season. He has looked old. James Harden's been a one-man show. Now you get Kawhi playing well, and it's still not resulting in wins. So the Clippers, they are at the bottom. This is pretty darn close to rock bottom. And when you look at their roster, you would think, how is this team 5-16? Just because of the fact that they do have Kawhi back, and James Harden overall had been playing very good basketball, coming into tonight's game. I don't know. But the Clippers, this is their reality. Nothing's going to change it for them. They are stuck at the bottom. They keep losing. They keep fueling the Thunder's future draft odds. And we'll see if this team turns it around. But right now, this is an absolute disaster for the Clippers that they got to endure this. It's going to take a huge turnaround for this team. And I don't know if they can pull it off just because of how far back they are. It is truly going to take something special, a huge run at some point where they string together a massive win streak to turn this ship around. Because right now, I don't see it happening. And if anything, I see it just getting worse and worse. So let me know, Clippers fans. This is Clippers fans therapy. How you feeling? Let it all out in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll see what happens from here. That's it for me. This is Luke signing off. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.